All right, I've gotten a few comments about what do I do to work out, what's my workout routine, or like how to work out. But there's two things I need to say first. Working out is not a cure-all. Like if you look the way you want, it's not like you're gonna suddenly be happy if you're not happy. Okay, next. I'm not your doctor and I'm not your trainer. So I'm gonna tell you what has worked for me and what I would hypothetically do. But for all I know, you have a physical impairment or something. So talk to your doctor. Maybe I'll be a trainer someday, an online trainer, whatever. If you're interested, let me know. Maybe you can hire me. But I'm not your trainer and I don't know you. But here's what I learned. So number one is you need to pick a routine. Like the biggest problem is like, even if you're gonna work out like 3 days a week or 5 days a week or 6 days a week, you just need to pick a consistent routine. The most common and the one that I think makes the most sense for me, hypothetically, would be push-pull legs. I honestly don't do that right now, but that's probably the most logical if I were to start over. Next, what I would do is I'd Google the exercises that are part of push day, part of pull day, and leg day. And you're like, what exercises do I do, right? Like what exercises? I can make a video going over all my favorite exercises, but I would Google like chest exercises, leg exercises, etc. And there's like this big argument about this is not as efficient as this. But if you have no experience and you're working out inefficiently, you're still making progress compared to if you've never lifted before. It's like information overload. Like the next thing that will come up when you're looking this stuff up is like science-based lifts versus like old school, which is basically like doing these perfect form lifts and versus these super heavy lifts like the old guys back in the day. I'm not saying do this, you probably should not do this, but I do both. But the reality is the lift you're gonna do is probably the best one for you, hypothetically. This is gonna seem really obvious, but most people don't get it. If you stick with it, you'll make progress. Like when I started lifting weights, like there's a period of time where I'd be in a relationship, I'd get, a little comfortable, I wouldn't diet, and I'd gain some fat, I'd get a little chubby. But at the same time, I kept lifting weights. So I kept building muscle. And then when I was like, damn, I'm going through the breakup, time to cut down, I would diet and I'd keep the muscle. And I went through this cycle of being comfortable or, seeing family, the holidays, whatever, gaining some weight and then cutting down, right? And I kept, bulking and cutting unintentionally. But just because I kept lifting means that it worked, right? Like I just stayed consistent. I didn't, stop for 6 months or stop for a year. I just kept doing it. And eventually, like, even if every day wasn't perfect, I still made progress. But on that note, it's about sustainability too, right? If you hate what you're doing, you're not going to keep doing it. Like the reason the people at the gym are typically in decent shape is because they saw progress, so they kept doing it. I can make a full video on everything I do, how to do all these exercises, all this crap, but let me know below because quite honestly, like I don't have any followers. It'd have to be like a full YouTube video and I post this everywhere, but